Thanks for coming and talking with me tonight. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I thought we would do a little bit of just showing the true versatility of our product. So I hope everyone's having a great day. So I had a few extra, and pardon this board, but it's been with me for a long time. I had a few extra Easter eggs, and I thought of doing something, and I saw something on one of the posts today, and I thought, oh my goodness, that idea is just fantastic. So I've painted our eggs brown using our Topology paste bark. So it really gives a different texture. So I've used some water, I've buttoned it down a little bit just so that it gets a right consistency. Also, I've added just a nail to the top because it just allows, sorry, I'm used to so looking at this thing. It allows you to be able to hold it one, which is always ingenious, but it also is going to hold as our stem. So we're just going to paint this up quick. And if you've painted and not had one of these boards, they are an absolute lifesaver, especially at Christmas time when you're making, the different ornaments and stuff, and you're painting them, because it can lay on it without ruining your paint job and dry. So it was a discovery I made a long time ago, actually, and I wouldn't be without it. So I'm just painting this on. Really, I got something. I do like 2 coats, in fairness. I think I watered my paste down a little bit too much, so it's usually with chalk we can get it with 1 coat and be done. I am going to dry this up as well, just a titch. And if you're watching, I should be able to see you tonight. I was trying to do something with restreaming, so I was experimenting the past couple nights. So I apologize that I didn't get to all of you right away. So we're just going to put that back down on the board, and I'm going to dry it up just a titch, because I do want this to dry so I can show you the next step. I just put a hole in my good one. Always impatient. And then I put a hole in it, and of course it had to be the side that's actually going to show. Just paint that up, making sure that the sides have a nice consistent coat on them as well. Oh, that's not good. Then we can kind of go from there. Just want to make sure that I don't have any paint. Got a hole there now. Ugh. Let's see. This on this one side. And if you're watching and you have a question, or just let me know you're there, I'd love to greet you. And we're going to do this. My paste is starting to dry. I'm starting to get those little crusty things in it. Okay. I think we're looking good there. We'll just give it a minute to dry. Just so we can this is the magic part. So we're just gonna swap the paint so I don't get it all over. And I'm going to use, this is the true versatility, guys. I can take a transfer and you can repurpose it. And that's the true value of this product. I mean, one, you can use these transfers 8 to 15 times, obviously taking care of them. But you can mix and match the designs and create different things. And that's what I was really attracted to when I started looking at this opportunity. So what I'm going to do, well, I'm just going to use this for now. I'm going to section off because I don't want to exceed my paste past a certain point. So I want to make sure that I've got enough there. It's still a bit wet, I think. Just dry that some more because if I put my tape on, it will lift. Careful with the hot glue because you can burn your stuff too, which I almost was going to do. So I want to make sure that I get these roughly right. Okay. So I am going to fuzz up my transfer, and the reason you fuzz it up, so you keep these backings because it's really important that you put after you wash your transfer in lukewarm water, you put it back on the backing and then store it in a nice flat dry place. So I'm just going to put this over and I'm just going to massage it up, and I'm going to use our gold Chalkology paste. And pick up a little bit of the paste with my squeegee. And I'm going to start from my tape and work myself down ways. And when you're working on a defined surface, you want to kind of go over that surface so you, by chance, don't get a line. Okay. Access back there. Hopefully I didn't get that on my thing. I might have done it a little bit. Okay. And with two hands, I'm just going to pick it up. So hopefully I'll just pick this up so you can see. It adds that acorny type look. So I want to do the sides as well. I'm going to keep my tape on this because again, I want to make sure that I don't exceed the sides. And then I'm just going to put that down and I'm going to give it a swipe with my material, my paste, and go right up. And I'm going to do the same because I'm going to use these and I'll show you when they're done, but I'm going to put them into a door decoration. So I want to make sure that I have at least the 3 sides done, because nothing looks unfinished to me without having all the sides taken care of. So, okay. So I've got my 3 sides done. So I'm just going to put that over. Super cute. And I'm going to show you one other trick before we're done with this, just to show you how to give it a more rounded appearance. Okay, so same idea. I'm putting it down. I'm patting it down now. And if you're using the same color like we are, I use them probably 5 to 6 times, and then I would wash them out because the silk screen, the paste can get clogged in the silk screen, so you want to make sure. And the other trick I can share with you, when you're doing a second round such as I am, really push a little bit harder on your transfer so that you get it all the way through. And we'll do the same idea on the sides, just making sure that we respect the end. And just kind of pat that down because I don't want to have any of the bubbles. If you get bubbles, that's when you tend to get bleeding through your design. So if you like me, I like nice crisp design. And let's just get that over. I'm probably right, oh, I am right off the screen. So sorry, guys. Okay, so we've got all three sides. I am gonna put that alongside of my wash just to do. I'm gonna let it sit for a sec and wipe my hands because I have got paste all over me again. Because when you craft with me, I am kind of a messy gal. Okay, I'm gonna roll this up and put this away. Now I'm gonna show you, and this is kind of a painter's trick. I'm going to take a little bit of our almond, or I'm gonna put just a titch in my, I'm gonna move this off this screen, I think, because it's probably not showing you the true picture. It's a little, as you can see, it's a well-loved board. But let's see, put this back so you guys can see what we've done so far. Now I've got a bit of a messy thing here, so I'm just gonna, when in doubt. Okay. I'm going to put the gold back. Just do that up because I get busy crafting on other things, and then all of a sudden my and I'm going to pick kind of a round brush, and then what I'm going to do is just put a very slight bit onto our color tray. Just a slight, because it goes a long way. So for what I'm going to do, I want to make sure that I don't over. Oh shoot, needed that. Okay, so I'm going to, with my distilled water, let me see if I have enough in this one. Just going to water it down, and a little goes a long way. So okay, perfect. So what I can do is I'm going to dip. So typically if you were painting this on, you'd be watering down your paste. But what you want to do is just put a kind of almost like a C stroke on the side. And what that does, it draws your eye into it to make it look like it has a rounded shape. So that's just a little bit of a painter's trick, just to give it some definition. So I'm going to dry this up, and then I'll show you how I'm going to finish one. So what I'm going to do is, this is bridal netting, to be honest. So I'm just going to take a section of it. Because what I want to do is kind of give a little bit more definition on the top. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to tie this around. And this is going to allow me, and then I'm going to do something other fun with it, but it'll just give you an idea of what I'm going to do here. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do while I'm at this stage is I'm going to add a rope to tie it from, so that it'll hang, or if I don't want to hang it, I can, it gives me options. So, because those of you know that I change my mind fairly regularly when I'm decorating, so I always like to be prepared. So I'm going to hold this up, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And now I'm just going to twist this around a few times. And the nice thing about the netting, it holds fairly tight, so you don't have to worry so much about it escaping on you. And we just keep going. There we go. I want to hold it tight, fairly tight, to make sure that it's not bubbling at the other side on you. We're just about there, guys. Sorry, it's just easier for me to do it this way, I think. Okay, we're almost there. One more probably and we'll be good. Now you could glue this as well. I'm just not going to because I've burnt my fingers all day today on the glue stick. So I'm just gonna tie it for what I need. Now I'm just cutting it down the center because what I want to do is tie it to hold it in place. Doesn't look like much now, but this little added piece will give you the definition that you're looking for. Okay, so it gives us a little bit of a pucker. It looks so cute. Now, hopefully I have some I was thinking, cleaned up my tray, but it got compiled again with some various things. I will just use that, I think. I had an idea that some days, so I'm going to cut a fairly long piece of string, because what I'm going to do is kind of tie it around and around and around on this just to hide. So I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm just going to loop. The first is just, again, and I'm just playing around with this, but I want to do like a horseshoe loop to allow me to, and then you just start rolling it. Like I want to keep this above, and I just want to start rolling this to keep it too much, but you get the idea. And I'm just going to keep going. It's getting way too big. Just one sec. Sorry guys, it's not positioning the way I want it to, because it's going to come up as a dome, and I really want it to be a cone shape. All right, so we're going to tie that tight to hold it, and I'm going to hold this down with my hand. Actually, you know what would be really good? Sorry, I'm just waking this up as I go. This might be an easier way to accomplish what I'm trying to do. If we put a bead in, and then I tie the bead down, I think that will make sure that I position, yeah, perfect. There we go. We'll just tie that in a knot. almost feel like instead of string, I could have used ribbon as well. But I kind of think this is going to turn out so cute. Let me just make sure my string is out of my other contraption. And hopefully you can see, but I'm just wrapping this around. Again, you could glue it if you felt that it was going to work better for you. I'm just trying to do this glue free today. I've lost my now. What I'm doing is filling the holes that I've created, and then I'm just going to tie it in, and there is our acorn. So sweet. So guys, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in this product or any of the crafts that I've shown, please let me know. I do offer virtual and in-class classes. Also, if that meets your schedule, or some private parties if that also works. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and thanks for crafting with me tonight. My website is www.creativeoneart.com, and I hope to see you soon.